you left. Coach was asked about you also in here a little bit ago. We talked about your adjustment, from lack of work to the speed of the game and so forth. Kind of talk about that journey just a little bit, and how long has it really kind of taken to get used to what you're doing out there right now?
Yeah, I think anytime coming from an injury from the last season, coming to a new place, it's gonna take some time to get used to these things. But I think the way you practice, I think the way you show up every single day and just grow and learn this offense and mastering it. Yes, sir.
Just what have the biggest adjustments been going from the Pac-12 to the SEC and getting adjusted to everything that is new to you?
Yeah, I think competition, obviously. We're practicing against the best every single day. Every single day you go against guys who are going to be better against the competition you play. So I think that's been the biggest thing, just every single day preparing and, practicing against the best.
Then going back to when you were in the portal, what was it that attracted you to Georgia, and why was it you decided to come here?
Yeah, going back to playing against the best every single day, I think also Coach Hartley, what he does with the tight ends is very special here. Being able to be a complete tight end, and obviously having the place here where we play against the best every single week. So
yeah, to kind of go off of that, I mean, everybody always has the welcome to Georgia moment. I guess what was your moment when you got here? Like, yeah, the speed of the game is different. These guys I'm going against are different.
yeah, I think fall camp obviously showed that. The way we attacked every single day, the practice, the heat, the humidity. Definitely come from California, that humidity kicked my butt. But yeah, I would say fall camp definitely was a welcoming moment.
No more pressure-filled position at this school than the quarterback of this program. But we see Carson maybe struggling. Do you say something to him? You said just it's not all on your shoulders. We got your back, kind of thing. How do you help him as a friend, a teammate, to kind of go through some of those tough spots?
Yeah, it's not just me, it's the whole entire team. We got full support behind Carson. We trust him. We know the way he prepares, the way he practices, and we have full support behind him. Not one moment of disbelief with our quarterback. Yes, sir.
Coming in as a transfer to a room that was losing Brock Bowers, was there any extra pressure that you felt to kind of fill those shoes?
No, I always came just trying to be Benjamin Yurosek. That's my main goal. And Brock's a great player. It's going to be some big shoes to fill in all the future of tight ends, and he's truly set that standard. But just trying to be myself, play to my abilities. That's the goal.
Ben, over here, I think reading when you committed to UGA, just your athletic background with your family, kind of explain that. Did your parents both play sports at Colorado State?
Yes, sir. Both parents, D1 athletes. My mom, she was probably the true athlete of the family. She was track and field a long time, volleyball, and my dad was a Division I offensive lineman, Colorado State, both of them. My grandpa also played, so lots of history with sports and athletics in this family. Yes, sir.
Do you and Coach Bobo kind of talk about say something?
Definitely came up at the beginning of the portal. It's a small world. I mean, all those connections with family and coaching staff, it's all so closely knitted. Yeah, I mean, the Colorado State University, him and my dad definitely had some good conversations about that.
Not to belabor the Brock Bowers angle or whatever, but I mean, have you been in touch with him? Has he reached out to you or any of the other tight ends that are playing in the NFL?
Yeah, I know Oscar and Lawson have great relationships. Obviously, last year and the previous years working with them, I had a great chance to talk to him once. Great guy, just down to earth, great person, great conversation, everything.
Then it seems like as this season has gone on, you've been able to contribute more and more. How much more comfortable do you feel at this point in the year than compared to going back to the season opener at Clemson, your first time playing in Georgia?
No, for sure. I mean, coming back from an injury, mastering this offense and everything, just the more practice, the more reps I get, the more comfortable I felt, and couldn't be more comfortable right now. Every single day, feeling better and better in this offense and this whole entire team. So.
To your left. You ever seen Peanut have a bad day? What is it about him that makes you just smile and has this aura around him that just gets everybody fired up and happy?
I think you said perfectly. He doesn't have a bad day. Truly just an exciting, charismatic kid who loves football, loves being part of this team, and having those guys on this team that really bring everyone together, and you kind of can have a sigh of relief and smile. He's an awesome kid. Yeah.
Over here. Seemed like you guys, as a room, the tight ends were a big part of the game plan on Saturday against Florida. You know, kind of, is there an extra level of excitement for you guys coming into a game where it seems like you're going to get a chance to contribute? And what did you see on your big catch over the middle there?
It was very open down the middle. Obviously, I covered two and just spread open. So I'm glad Carson was able to give me that. I was surprised how open I was, obviously. You know, every single week we have the same mindset, tight end room, just to dominate, whether it's asking us in the run game, in the pass game. We try to do anything the offense asks for us, and if we get some balls, we try to make the most of that opportunity too.
You mentioned the heat and humidity, but have there been any other kind of cultural adjustments that you've had to get used to being in the South? Funny stories, food or culture, or it just means more, whatever, just as you've gotten used to being here?
For sure. I mean, the West Coast and the South obviously has a very different football culture, to say the least. Out here, the fans, all that stuff, it's so awesome. To have a community that loves football. Food, definitely a little more fried food that I've been having to get used to, but loving it so far. Yeah, loving it.
You guys have had some communication issues with Carson and the pass catchers. I'm curious what you guys are doing to try to smooth that over and solve that, I guess.
It all starts in practice and our preparation, and we do more walkthroughs and different stuff than any other team in the country, I believe. So making sure, as far as us and our routes, we perfect them, we are crisp, and just continue building that trust with the quarterback always, but it starts in practice.
How are we liking the classes here at Georgia versus Stanford? Did they give you a tutor?
No tutor. Should be able to manage and everything, but yeah, loving the classes so far. It's definitely came here for the football, not the academics as much, but no, the classes have been great so far. No problems at all.
Then you mentioned those injuries you dealt with at Stanford. How significant were the things you were dealing with trying to get back? And at what point did you feel like, all right, I'm back to my old self over those injuries?
Yeah, I mean, first day you throw on pads and everything, you know that shoulder's good. You're like, all right, I'm moving forward. But it obviously takes time and trust. And my injury, my shoulder's been doing great, no problems at all with it. So it's on the past by this point.
You've been to Texas now, you've been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and now you're going to Oxford, Ole Miss, another really meaningful game. Can you just talk about the football standings aspect of what's up in front of you guys, how you feel about the task you guys got, you know, this Saturday and trying to win a natty?
Sure. Ole Miss is obviously a great team. They have lots of talent. Anytime you go play somewhere else's place, it's going to be a tough four-quarter game, as we know, so we're going to be ready for it. Luckily, we've been playing on the road some big games, as you said, obviously. So we're prepared. We're going to be ready for a great game.
And how much did Oscar help you get settled in as a tight end that had been here for a while, who sort of knew, you know, what you were signing up for?
Yeah, no, Oscar has been awesome. He's been a great teammate the whole tight end room, just making sure I felt comfortable first moment I came here since my visit. Had a great conversation with them. So.
I have another question for Ben. All right, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
Good to meet you.